Hi everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to mod FM26, making your own mods. Now, just a quick disclaimer, with every patch for FM26, that is something that you will have to do every single time. You'll have to update the mod with the patch. So the first thing that you'll need is UABEA, which is a software that allows you to unpack and edit Unity files, and using the link in the description below take you to GitHub. If you scroll down, you should see this little assets box here, and you'll want to click on Windows if you have a Windows computer. Sadly, there's no Mac UABEA. Once you've downloaded the zip file, you can then unpack it into its own folder, and this will look something like this. The main thing that you'll be working with is the .exe file, which is right here, and if you double click this, it will come up with a small text box, and this is largely what you'll be working with if you want to mod FM26. Now, the next thing you'll need is actually target files, and these are often in the form of bundle files, which you can find within FM26's game files. If we go over to Steam, I'm currently on the public beta version of FM26. If you go over to the cog near the game, you can then go to Manage and Browse Local Files. This is where you'll find the majority of FM's data files, slightly different to kits and other graphics like that, where you can put them in your documents folder and they work like that. So in order to find a bundle file, we will go to FM Data, Streaming Assets. There is some in licensed data, but a lot of them I haven't been able to get to work. If we go to AA and then Standalone Windows 64, we will see a whole list of bundle files. Now, a lot of these bundle files you can't actually do a lot with. However, some of the files that you can edit are ones that have UI at the start of the file name. And these are a lot of the ones that people have been working with, specifically this UI backgrounds assets common bundle right here, which allows you to change background. So for example, if you want to create your own background for your Football Manager game, you will take this bundle file, copy it. You can copy it to your desktop or something similar. If you then copy and paste it, this will be our backup. If anything goes wrong in anything that we are modding, we can just put this back in the game and our game will be fixed. If we go back to the FM data files, we can take this bundle file and drag and drop it into UABEA. Once we've done that, we'll want to click Info, and this allows us to see all the files. Once you click Info, sometimes you will also be offered an option of how to compress the file. I click Memory, as this seems to allow me to access the files. So if you just click Memory, it should work perfectly okay. We can organize them by name, and a lot of the ones that we're able to edit end in .png. So for example, if we take this FM Skin v2 file, which is the background for every single Football Manager save that you have that is in a non-fully licensed league, we can use this plugin here, export the texture, click OK, and then click a directory. So for me, I'll just go to the desktop for the sake of saving time. Once that's done, you can back out. You can then go to your file that you have here, and you can then edit this in any software that you like. The main thing that I suggest is keeping the resolution the same of the image no matter what. So maintaining the same dimensions for the image as the one that you exported from the data files. Once you've edited this, you can then go back to UABEA, go back to Info, or keep this open. Find the same file that you had before. So for this example, it will be FM Skin v2. Click Plugins, go to Edit Texture, click OK, and then click Load. We can select our edited FM image, and once we do that, we can then save it. But then just click File, Save, and this pop-up will appear. This basically means that then we can back out of this assets info window. And the final thing we have to do to make sure that this mod goes through is to click File and Save on the bundle file, and this means that it then is resaved as a bundle. The last thing you'll want to do is then see if it is in your Football Manager save. So just to reiterate, this kind of works exactly the same way for a lot of the images in which I have edited and I have uploaded. For example, we have Stadium Ads Asset All, and if you put that into UABEA, you can then see all the .pngs. But not every single bundle file will work the way that you expect it to work. So for example, I tried to edit 2D and 3D ball textures, and for some reason I'm unable to do it at the moment, but that is something that the community is working on to edit everything possible. If you ever want to redistribute your file or your mod on somewhere like Sort It Out SI or FM Scout, you then just copy and paste your bundle file from your game in which it works, and then put it into a zip file folder to compress the file, and then upload it to one of those websites. Hopefully this has helped, and hopefully this can act as sort of the streamlined way to mod your Football Manager 26. There's plenty of forums out there if you need any help, and also my comment section if you need help regarding any of the mods that I've uploaded.